Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at your forecast. Well, we made it up in the 90s yesterday. I thought that some areas would, and Topeka was one of them, 91 degrees. We also had rain developing yesterday afternoon as well, even had a few severe storms as well with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that was something that we had that marginal risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center, so that shouldn't have been a surprise with some of the warnings that we had. Got about a quarter inch in Topeka, at least at the Billard Airport, as well as in Emporia, a little bit more in Lawrence, and we're certainly getting more rain early this morning as I'm recording this, so more is being added on to the rain that we've had since Sunday, with several areas, especially along and east of Highway 75, getting at least 1 inch worth of rainfall in and around Topeka, over towards Oskaloosa, Lawrence, Ottawa. Some areas getting in the 3 to 5 inch range once you get into the purple and even red. So any rain that starts to, or that continues to be in these areas that have received quite a bit of rain since Sunday, that is going to lead to a quicker probability of flash flooding at times that rain will occur. So that's going to be something to watch out for, and you can see across the state where the rain is needed the most. Western Kansas getting some much needed rain, and this weather pattern is only going to continue as temperatures, well, it's going to be dependent on this rain. How quickly will the rain diminish this morning, and how quickly will it be redeveloping this afternoon? Will we be able to warm up in the mid to upper 80s as I am expecting, or will temperatures stay more in the low 80s because rain lingers a little bit longer and or develops a little bit quicker in the afternoon? But I do expect at least a couple hours of a break in the rainfall from about mid-morning to early afternoon. Both models are kind of indicating that. Both models are actually doing a decent job at indicating today's setup. So we have the storms early this morning. Now, it's not necessarily indicating the storms up towards north central Kansas this morning, so that may diminish a little bit quicker. That'll be something to watch for. Otherwise, you can see a gradual diminution in the coverage of storms as the morning progresses, and then increasing again for this afternoon across the area as we'll continue that through this evening. Here's a look at computer model number 2, showing a very similar setup and a little bit more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, especially south of I-70. So don't necessarily look at where specifically the storms are, kind of note the coverage. The coverage increases, the coverage decreases through the morning and then increases again towards the afternoon. That's really the main takeaway. Specifically when and where these storms will be and how that might affect your area, that's just going to be a waiting game. Just like I said yesterday, this is not conducive to a weather pattern where I can give specific details. It's just not. Computer models are not very good at this weather pattern that we have been in the past couple of days and what we will continue to be in all the way through the weekend. It's going to be about watching the radar and figuring out how it's all going to play out. But I can tell you that we're going to continue without enough showers and thunderstorms pretty much for the rest of the work week and into the weekend. Now, we may get a little bit more of a break Thursday night and early Friday morning. That might be a time frame that it's going to end up being a higher probability of being dry. But here we go. More storms develop in the heat of the day for Friday afternoon into the evening hours. And then we'll continue to monitor more storms over the weekend, especially Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. That'll be something to watch for as we get closer to the weekend and how that might impact your outdoor plans over the weekend. And then it does dry out. Most models do keep us dry next week. However, there's some uncertainty on the temperature forecast. Some models keep us closer to 90 degrees, or one long-range model. The other long-range model has us closer to 80, so about a 10-degree difference in high temperature. So that's why I have us in the mid-80s. And obviously, we'll be fine-tuning that part of the forecast as hopefully models become more in agreement. But get ready for storms. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center does not have us in any potential risk of severe weather for these next couple of days, but we'll keep an eye on that. I think lightning and locally heavy rainfall with flooding are going to continue to be the primary threats. And if we do get a hail and wind threat with some of these storms, for the most part, should remain below severe weather limits, but we can't roll out a rogue or a brief warning at times with these storms, especially during the afternoon hours. So just stick with us. Make sure to check the WIBW weather app for updates with the radar, with the forecast every day. And we'll keep you updated as the forecast updates and changes. Have a great day.